It's funny how the left don't seem to realise that actions have consequences, and right now in America, people are actually losing their jobs for mocking Charlie Kirk's death. Yes, you heard that right. Videos posted online, people laughing, making cheap jokes, and their employers have taken one look and said, "You are out."
I have breaking news. We think that Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck. Hey, ooh, ah, ooh.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. To everyone saying that it was such a senseless, violent act. I want you to remind yourself that it was God's plan.
Charlie Kirk just got put down like a fucking dog in Utah, and I could not be happier.
I will not ever feel bad when bad people get what they deserve.
I'm stoked right now. You wanna know why I'm so stoked? Yeah!
CK got AK'd.
That's lame. That's lame.
And he's gone.
He did say that gun deaths were an acceptable side effect of gun rights.
If you say anything about Charlie Kirk online that your employer does not like and they fire you, there may not be much you can do about that.
Of people being fired for their comments, appearing to celebrate Kirk's passing, including Office Depot, which fired a worker for refusing to print a memorial poster. Also, the NFL's Carolina Panthers football team said they fired an employee for a social media post appearing to mock Kirk's death.
We have some news right now. Multiple airlines have confirmed that they have fired employees over Charlie Kirk-related posts.
American Airlines just grounded a flight because one of their pilots, Steve Holmes,
Or they're getting rid of me because of my TikTok and the book post. Somebody screenshotted and mailed them to the office, to my boss. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got up early.
You're gonna be quiet next time.
Early this morning. I think it's unfair that somebody would be that malicious to do that to me.
I just had to block all of my friends because they just have such different political beliefs.
University of Miami fired a neurologist over a repost she made on her personal Instagram page, which the college says was unacceptable and incompatible with their policies and values.
We have some news right now. Multiple airlines have confirmed that they have fired employees over Charlie Kirk-related posts. Delta and American Airlines have both confirmed that they have fired employees because of insensitive comments made following the death of Charlie Kirk. This news comes after Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy in the Trump administration urged airlines to essentially fire those who make inappropriate or insensitive comments. And it's just two of the more slew of firings that we are seeing across the country.
I'm really not sure what they thought was going to happen. I mean, with literally anybody, you can remove him from the equation. What were you thinking was going to happen?
From airlines to NFL teams to service members in the military to educators to laborers and so many more being fired every single day, literally every single hour at this point, because of comments made about Charlie Kirk. And it's sparking significant concern in the workplace over First Amendment rights and the freedom of expression, the freedom of speech. I'll provide you more updates as we get them, so spread the word, and as always, follow along, stay up to date on all the news you need to know about.
I mean, you work for the company, so if you're tweeting that stuff out, putting that stuff out there, you make the company look bad. It's not that hard to understand.
We got some breaking news just coming in that a healthcare worker out of Virginia, an anesthesiologist, was just fired from the hospital for making social media posts supporting the death of Charlie Kirk.
Just listen to this. Listen to the delusion.
Fired me, or they're getting rid of me because of my TikTok and the book post. Somebody screenshot a lot of my TikToks, wrote a nasty letter, and in my Facebook screenshot those and mailed them to the office, to my boss. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got up early this morning. I think it's unfair that somebody would be that malicious to do that to me.
I mean, not only did you post it on your TikTok, you posted it on your Facebook. So not only did you spread hate on one platform, you took it to multiple platforms. That's crazy.
malicious.
I would never hurt anybody.
So you celebrated an innocent man getting in the neck in front of his kids and his wife for nothing. The person who got you fired is malicious. You're not malicious though. You're fine. She said she would never hurt anybody. But doing things what she did insinuates that you fucking might. You know what I mean? Fucking, if you don't know, obviously everyone's trying to find the people celebrating Charlie's death, getting them fired, and it's working. A lot of people are getting fired. People who work in schools, colleges, universities, people who are high up. It's just wrong. Even some liberals know this is wrong.
I just had to block all of my friends because they just have such different political beliefs from me, and I thought that we were the type of friends who would live together someday after college and like stay in touch no matter what, and I thought these were the people that I would spend my life with and grow old next to. These were the people who saved my life on multiple different occasions.
From Englewood Health in New Jersey was just suspended for confronting and reporting a surgeon that allegedly made remarks celebrating what happened to Charlie Kirk.
Are you fired?
No, I'm not fired as of right now. Right now, I am suspended, indefinitely unpaid.
Why?
So I walked into the nurse's station and I just had learned about Charlie Kirk. I saw this guy. I didn't know who he was at the time, and he was standing there celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, saying how he deserved it, he hated Charlie Kirk, and he had it coming to him. And
so you love Charlie Kirk. You didn't just aware of him.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Charlie Kirk. My first retweet in 2018 it was like my first blue checkmark retweet was Charlie Kirk. I was a couple years out of college and loved him ever since.
You're aghast at this, and what'd you say?
So I looked down at his badge because I didn't know, what job, if he was a doctor, a nurse, a tech, never saw him before. I looked down, I see his badge, and it says doctor, and I said, "You're a doctor?" I said, how are you saying this as a doctor, that someone deserved to die? I mean, to me, I was just mind blown.
He went in there and pulled rank is what he did. He went in there with whatever years of experience. If you don't do this, then I'm gonna. If you don't have her, then I'm gonna. That's the way he went in there and pulled rank. He said something stupid. He got caught saying something stupid. And then he had to go in there and whine to the admin about it.
Did you guys know that there are a ton of like really high up in their job people out here celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk? Well, I just have to say this. I really hope that your employers see your videos laughing, making fun of this man's death that is absolutely nothing funny. It doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter your opinions. Someone dying is never funny. It's never something to celebrate. And I just can't believe that my fellow Americans are acting like this. Seriously. So, all of these, six-figure jobs, employees, I hope that your employers see this. I hope they see how ridiculous you're acting. Also, the division in families. I am seeing it firsthand in my family where family members aren't even speaking to each other right now because of this, because of the division, because we have different opinions. Did we forget that that's what America's built on? We're allowed to have freedom of speech. We're allowed to have opinions, but we need to treat each other with respect about those opinions. Don't turn on your family over something like this. It's politics.
My name is Luna, activist teacher, and I teach 4th grade in Florida. It's already been such a hard year having to deal with everything that Ron DeSantis makes me do, like teach math. I am currently on administrative leave, and my principal has told me that I will most likely not be returning back to the classroom. All because I celebrated the murder of a misogynistic, racist, xenophobic fascist. Just to be clear, all I did was post a video where I was dancing and saying that he got what he deserved while pouring out a beer. I was also wearing a graphic t-shirt that depicted the moment that he died. And then I said his kids are better off without him. Really not that bad. And they're taking away my rights for free speech. And to think that I had at least 7 LGBTQ plus students in my classroom, and I know they need me. This is just so unfair.
No, they don't. They don't need you with you acting like this.
5 of Let's Make These People Famous for the vile things they have said about Charlie Kirk's unaliving. Because let's get one thing straight, I don't care what political party you are a part of, this is never okay. This is Megan Trammell, and she is a library technician for the Prince William County. She said him getting blank at a school as he is talking about school blank and how blank control isn't the answer will never not be funny to me. And spare me the pearl clutching, I don't care. This is Devin Cassidy, and she posted this vile video that I will show you. She is a social worker for the Legal Aid BC. And on their account, it says LABC denounces offensive content circulating online. They call her a former employee.
Charlie Kirk got Finally, somebody with a gun. Almost everybody in the AIDS grew a pair and went and on the right side. Thank you. Can we keep this up, please?
This is Jacoby Williams, and he is a Marine officer recruiter. He posted another blank man popped. The update is he has been fired, allegedly. This is Joanna Scavender, and she said, "May you never find rest and always suffer in eternity. Charlie Kirk, that's karma," and she works for the Cleveland Heights University as an intervention specialist. I have so many more of these to come, so stay tuned for part 6.
I mean, you could see this type of stuff coming. I feel like with them saying this stuff so publicly and them getting fired, it just kind of weeds out the stupid people. Because this doesn't take much critical thought. This is actually common sense not to do this.
We're about to witness firsthand several people get fired for what they posted on social media yesterday. And as somebody who works in HR and manages this on the back end, let's talk about it. If you've ever followed me or looked at my page, I like to give people job tips. And one of my biggest job tips that somehow goes viral all the time with people disagreeing with it is that you are accountable for what you posted. If I can connect any way, shape, or form, you are a representative of that company. It does not matter that I can do whatever I want in my free time. If I can connect you to your company, you are a representative of that company, which means that whatever actions you take are going to have the consequences that the company decides for your employment. Disagree with me all you want. That's how it works. We all know this. We have seen public outcry. We have seen people get fired for posting things that we all disagree with. And all it takes is a collective mindset of people to go in and say something to a company or give them proof. Here's the irony of this all. Yes, speech is free, but there are consequences to everything, and you need to weigh the risk. And the sad thing is,
I feel like I heard a lot of people saying that. A lot of people from the other side that were in support of this happening to Charlie Kirk. Oh, well, you know, speech is free, but the consequences are not. But then when they have that, they're screaming and hollering about free speech.
as the people who were celebrating yesterday, who are going to be fired this week, next week, they did not weigh the risk. And I will keep repeating this over and over and over and over again. Your actions have consequences. As a Christian, your actions have consequences. Our God is a gracious, merciful, forgiving God, but there are still consequences to the choices that you have made. And while I don't enjoy letting people go or firing them for bad decisions that they've made, because I know that sometimes people just make really bad decisions, there are consequences. And I will repeat this over and over and over again.
We got us a brand new, fucked around and found out grand champion. And for the first time ever, it's an affluent, white, liberal woman from right here in Mississippi. As the headline reads, University of Mississippi, that's Ole Miss for those that don't know, employee fired over an insensitive comment in the wake of the death of Charlie Kirk. Now, the headline didn't initially include a photo or Lauren Stokes' name. It just had a picture of Charlie Kirk with that headline, and it never said her name anywhere in the story. Now, you know damn well if that had been a right-wing state employee speaking negatively about a liberal who had been assassinated, their image, their family's image, their address, their employment history, their blood type, and everything else about it, including their children's first, last names, and social security numbers, would have been posted all over the damn internet. So we're going to return that favor preemptively and make sure we show you her face. And here's the Instagram account right here where she posted this hateful nonsense at, which, by the way, they didn't put that in the article either, but Cled was here to fill in the blanks for you and do some real fucking journalism around here. Here's what Lauren Stokes said. For decades, white supremacists and reimagined Klan members like Charlie Kirk have wreaked havoc on our communities, condemning children and the populace at large to mass death for the sake of keeping their automatic guns. They have willingly advocated to condemn children and adult survivors of SA, you know what that means, to forced pregnancy and childbirth. They have smiled while stating the reasons people who can birth children shouldn't be allowed life-saving medical care when miscarrying, and that's a damn lie. Continuing, they have incited and clapped for the brutalizing of black and brown bodies. So no, I have no prayers to offer Kirk or respectable statements against violence. Now, she's also a restaurant owner in Oxford, but I am very, very anti-cancel culture. I do not believe in attacking people's restaurants, giving them fake bad reviews or any of that nonsense. But, however, when you're a state employee and you post some trash like this, you fuck around, you find out. We're all held to account at some point, and she was held to it today. Nice to see the occasional affluent white woman, I think there's an abbreviation there that spells awful, get her comeuppance for once.
Of all the individuals that I exposed, this one may be my favorite. Because unlike everybody else, you had the most to say. But like every single other vile person before you, your decisions led you straight to me. The list goes on from things that you had to say that you thought wise to say. Little did you know that Grace Unfiltered would soon begin to look into you. And everything that I found was just mind-blowing. You had me a little bit on a little bit of a witch hunt, but I found what I needed to find. All thanks to you. Because at first I thought I was looking for one person. Then when I found you, I continued to dig. And that is when I came across something that I wasn't expecting. And lo and behold, Hannah used to be Charlie. Is it because you share the name of Charlie Kirk that you felt so vile against him? Or is it because the multiple jobs that you've had, each and every one of them, has fired you? And we might add one more to that tally. Because you posted this picture. And I started looking. And it just so happens to match this picture. And if that wasn't the seal of approval, on one of your recent pictures, the earliest one that I could find, you're wearing that company's sweater. And when I looked up the information online, lo and behold, your picture was a mere identical to theirs. If only I could find their information. If only somehow we can get a hold of them to let them know what an amazing employee they have and what sort of posts this individual feels good about posting. As I've said multiple times in many of my other videos, I do not advocate for violence. I do not seek vengeance. I do not seek revenge. I seek justice for Charlie Kirk. And unlike you, Charlie, the one that they took away was a way better version. And if you're still here by this time, make sure that you smash this follow button and go to my link in my bio for my backup account. Because who knows, this might be the last video that will end up pushing me over to getting my account banned. But it won't stop.
And you want to say, who would take the time to do something like this? Who would take the time to search? Well, these types of people would. Exactly these people. If it were reversed and they were looking for somebody, they've gotten people canceled. But when it's done to them, all of a sudden, oh my God.
I just got fired. Kind of happy about it.
You said I have to leave the premises like immediately? Okay. So, guess I'll see you guys later. I'm fired. You guys take care. Good luck, okay? Kind of relief. guys have a good one. Oh man, I feel good. I just got fired. And honestly, when they told me, I was like a little like, eh. But then after, I was like, fuck this. They're back there having their little chat together. The guy that let me go was trying to block me from saying goodbye to my coworkers right now. Like, he was like guarding them or something. And then that's when I was like, okay, bye. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you later. They let me go. They fired me. He looked all disappointed. But honestly, dude, I feel relieved. I feel very relieved. I mean, I'm gonna be fucked if I'm not gonna get unemployment, but fuck it, dude. As they were like having me sign my forms and shit and like terminating me. Wait, let me say goodbye to my friend Michael. Hi, Michael. I'm done. Yeah, so it is what it is. But I think the relief that I'm feeling is a good sign because I did not want to do my shift today anyways. Like, I had a bunch of number 1 lessons and that's dealing with first timers, so fuck it, dude, I'm feeling good. I'm also shaking a little bit because I'm in shock, but whatever, dude, it is what it is. I'm gonna do me. Yeah, they were trying to be all nice about it and stuff and professional, and they were like, you can keep the sweater and all the shirt and whatever, it's all yours. I'm just like, what the fuck do I need this shit for? But whatever, I'm free, dude. I'm free. And I think I'm just gonna start trying to do more of the things that I want to do and not worry about any other one else. That's one of my coworkers driving in the car, my ex-coworkers. He was pretty cool too. He would always like be like upfront and like just tell me how fucking draining the job was, and me and him were just both like fucking over the job. He's been working here longer than I have, so I'm just glad. I'm glad they let me go. It wasn't, I didn't quit on myself, or you know, I made a mistake, but fuck it, I'm done. It's all cool. Wish me luck, y'all. I'll be posting more content. I know what, but I'm free.
What are you supposed to do when you get fired? You just take it? You just take it like a man? I'm unemployed. What am I supposed to do now? Do I go home and goon? Like, guys, what do I do? Like, actually, like, what do you do when you get fired? What's the next step? Do you look for, obviously you look for a job, but like, I got no income now. I spent my last $300 on a parking ticket. That was on me. I did let it sit a little bit. It was like a $30 parking ticket. It went up to $300. I really don't want to talk about it, but what am I supposed to do, guys? Oh my god. This, you know when they say like once you get to a point in adulthood where it's not enjoyable. I don't know who said adulthood was enjoyable. I'm just kind of, but like, what am my gas? I haven't got enough for gas, guys. Oh my god, what am I? Is this what I can't do this? I'm supposed to do this for the rest of my life? Like, I can't. What am I supposed to do, guys? Please, someone put financial tips. Oh my god.
I want to sit here and act like I'm okay, but I'm not. I just got laid off, which really fucking sucks. But also, I'm taking it as a blessing in disguise. I'm grateful. Whatever happens, happens. But I'm just frustrated that they waited as long as they did to tell me. So, hope your day is going better than mine.
I guess another question I have is, why are y'all so reckless with your tongue in this economy, knowing that this stuff is not the first time it's happened before. Some of y'all, once again, have jumped on the train to get people removed from their companies, to get people fired from their companies. So in this economy, when people are struggling to find a job, why would you be moving so recklessly throughout your life that you get fired? And now you have to struggle when you could have just been quiet. You could have expressed your opinion somewhere else. But y'all are so undisciplined. And this is why it happened. You just have too much hate in your heart. And this is why it happened to you.
Guys, I haven't made videos like this, but I just got let go from the University of Florida as an employee. They didn't tell me why. There's all sorts of things I have to do now. But in the meantime, while I'm looking for a new job, there will be some more sim racing content, it looks like, and possibly even more Japanese content while I go to class. So stay tuned.
I'll be damned if I see another person that got fired from their job for celebrating Charlie Kirk's death come and bitch about the fact that they lost their job, as if Charlie Kirk didn't lose his life for his opinion. Are we for real? Losing your job is nothing compared to what Charlie lost.
Lose your pig meat.
What I really want you to see is the fact that you don't think you should lose your job over the opinions that you have.
Spit it out!
Yet you think it's okay for Charlie to die over the opinions he had.
What?
Say that again?
Why can't you write the whole name?
Because it's political.
Political?
Yes.
Yeah, listen. I fucked up.
So you think celebrating a man's brutal murder is some kind of sick joke? Well, buckle up, because idiots are getting fired left and right for their vile glee. And tonight, I'm dropping the bombshell receipts that will make your blood boil.
Given me on TikTok. Just a little bit about this opportunity that it has given me on TikTok. What do I mean? So if your story has everything to do with the school shooting in Colorado, you're going to get an instant follow from me. If, however, it has to do with the sad news of a racist, misogynist piece of shit exiting the planet stage left, and how sad you are, and the flags at half staff, that's an instant block. Y'all just keep giving more and more.
I have about as much sympathy for Charlie Kirk right now as I do for all those farmers across the country who want socialist handouts from the government right now. This is a man who hated the LGBTQ community, who hated women's rights, who hated democracy, who thought that he was a big man because he went to college campuses and debated young college students and thought he proved how tough he was with his words that he studied ahead of time. What a piece of garbage. This is what happens.
And it blows my mind even more knowing that they didn't have to post this at all, and all would be well in their lives.
Much for tuning into Marketplace today. So I want to talk about something for a minute, and it is heavy, so please bear with me. I want you to know that it's okay if you feel sadness. It's okay if you're grieving. 2 days ago, I lost a mentor, my first boss, the first person who made me believe in myself, that encouraged me to chase this dream that you're watching right now. Charlie Kirk. There's a lot going on in our world right now, in our country, but I want to say one thing. Lean on your neighbors. Speak up for what you believe in. I don't care what it is. I want to share with you one of my favorite sayings that Charlie would always tell us at the office. He would yell it from the mountaintops, so please listen. When conversations stop happening, when individuals become wordless, that's when violence begins. So, if you do one thing today, make it be with passion, with conviction. Stand up for your friends, stand up for your beliefs, and speak loudly, even if your voice shakes. Your words have meaning, your values have purpose. Never forget that. Thank you, CK. You changed my life.
Hey guys, just stop real quick and pray with me. Lord, you say, be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. In this moment, please, Lord, calm my restless mind. Quiet my anxious heart. Help me set aside distractions and choose what gives life and gives peace. Isaiah 26:3, you keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you. Lord, fill me with strength to turn my attention toward you, that I find rest and joy in your presence. Amen. Okay, now you can continue strolling, or you can turn your phone off and go outside. Might I suggest the latter? Go get some sunshine, go look at a tree, touch some grass, call a friend. If you've got time to be on your phone right now, you've got time to do your to-do list, and you've got time to reach out to somebody in need and share this prayer with them.
Be damned if I see another person that got fired from their job for celebrating Charlie Kirk's death come and bitch about the fact that they lost their job, as if Charlie Kirk didn't lose his life for his opinion. Are we for real? Losing your job is nothing compared to what Charlie lost.
Lose your pink meat.
What I really want you to see is the fact that you don't think you should lose your job over the opinions that you have.
Spit it out!
Yet you think it's okay for Charlie to die over the opinions he had. What? You people are living contradictions. You can always get a better job. You can always fix yourself, heal yourself, change your opinion, do whatever because you're alive.
You are spitting.
There's no more mistakes Charlie Kirk can make. He can't change his mind on any opinions that you might have thought he was wrong about because his life was ended. All of y'all were saying, oh my God, it's karma, that's why he got shot. You don't think you accumulated any bad karma after you celebrated someone dying? Y'all are tweaking. Hopefully the love of Jesus Christ heals that heart of yours.
And one thing you'll notice is that the people that got fired, they're emotional. They're very emotional. And sometimes when you're overly emotional, that leads to bad decision making. You can't think straight. If you can't hold your tongue and you just got to get on and celebrate somebody passing away like this, somebody being taken out like this, how was that going to work for the company? All in all, the company did what they were supposed to do, because what kind of decision are you going to make? How are your feelings going to affect our bottom line in the future? To business, once again, at the end of the day, no matter how you look at it, it's a business decision. Y'all are messing up our business from a social media, from a PR standpoint, and you're essentially going to mess up our bottom line by the bad decisions that you're going to make from being overly emotional.
I'm Caleb. And I'm Brandon. And as the people of the youth, we've decided to come up and give our perspective on the subject, considering it is our teacher and one of the people that will guide our futures. No matter what anyone says to me, I will never stand for violence, especially of a man who was publicly murdered in front of his wife, one of his children, thousands of students, and other bystanders. Charlie was not a racist, he did not hurt anyone sexually, and he did not kill anyone. Therefore, this was an unjustified cause of death that should never be celebrated. So if you ask me, Charlie's children do not deserve to grow up without their father. Charlie's wife did not deserve to lose her husband. Charlie did not deserve to lose his life because of a different opinion. But this teacher deserves to lose his job.
As civilians and people of our great country, we hold ourselves to a higher standard than to support, or worse yet, rejoice in violence. Someone who advocated for an arrested murderer and assassinator of one of the greatest debaters and free speakers of our time should have no place in the classroom, more so around young children.
As a student of Barrington High, I did not feel comfortable or safe with one of our teachers supporting violence. We believe this world needs God because something as cruel as this should never be celebrated. God bless Charlie Kirk and rest in peace, Mr. Kirk.
Jeff Turner, 7 Lincoln Avenue. For full disclosure, I am a paid coach at Barrington High School, but I did not have any personal interactions with the teacher we're talking about tonight. I rise today with deep concern over the treatment of one of our most dedicated and life-changing teachers. This is a person who has poured his heart out into his students, including my own children who went to Barrington High School, and has changed student lives for the better. And yet, for one online comment in which he described a professional provocateur who championed intimidation for his personal profit intemperately. Most of that post is entirely factual. From my watching of it, he only made 2 opinion comments. Were they insensitive? Perhaps. But let us be clear, by putting a teacher on leave in this circumstance, that is a dangerous move. First, it chills the speech of every faculty member in the school system. When a teacher can be punished for expressing a blunt opinion outside of school hours, every other teacher will think twice about expressing an opinion or speaking truth to power, not just on their own time, but in the classroom as well. That silence does not serve education. It breeds fear and conformity. Second, we must reject the notion I've heard around town that students might somehow be intimidated by this teacher's commentary, which included, by my count, one sharp phrase. If a young person truly feels shaken by words so mild, especially in contrast to Mr. Kirk's words, the appropriate response is to offer these children perspective and resilience, not to punish a teacher for speaking candidly. It is not the job of this district to shield students from the reality that sometimes adults express strong opinions. Third, let us recognize that even placing this teacher on paid administration leave is a defamatory act. It broadcasts to the community that he is somehow unsafe or unfit, when in reality, he was exercising his free speech on his own time. His reputation as a teacher earned through years of service has been dragged through the mud. We should also ask, what message are we sending to students in a circumstance like this? That free expression should be punished? That truth should be muzzled if it ruffles feathers? That character assassination is more acceptable than a debate here in town? That's not civics, that's not democracy, that's cowardice. This teacher deserves our defense, not our suspicion. He deserves reinstatement, not humiliation, and the school administration owes him an apology, not a leave of absence. If we allow this kind of overreach to stand, we endanger not just one man's career, but the very principles of free speech, academic freedom, and common sense that should guide this school system. Thank you.
We've all shown up for the vigil for Charlie Kirk. This is our town, Sparta Township, New Jersey. More people are coming. These are all people that are hurt and devastated. And our flag has not been lowered. Our flag has not been lowered. And we would lower it right now ourselves, but we can't because it's locked. We can't lower our flag. That's disgusting. This is not okay. God bless Charlie Kirk. God bless your family. God bless America.
President of the United States and our Commander-in-Chief says half-mast. Forget state politics. Forget
That's
politics.
right.
Lower the damn flag. And we all had a rough week. And I appreciate all of you showing the love and support and who we really are. And this is Sparta because it's time to get our town back, folks.
Neil, was your decision would you lower the flag? That's all we need to know. If it was my decision,
Yes.
no, I would not.
All right, you're done next year, buddy. You're out. You're out. You're out.
And it hurts me that we had children die in a Catholic mass, and not a damn single one of any of them came out for that.
By the same people that killed Charlie Kirk. We are Charlie Kirk. We are Charlie Kirk. We are Charlie Kirk. Oh, say does that star-spangled God bless you, kiddo.
God bless you too, sir. In the name of the Father, the Holy Spirit, amen. God bless Charlie Kirk!
Our Father, who art in heaven,
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us.
Lead us
not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
For the power of the kingdom and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen. Lord,
Amen.
My Lord, you see us gathered here tonight. What happened to Charlie Kirk affects we, the people. Please guide us.
I might be getting canceled for this, but I'm kind of pissed off. Anyway, I'm a senior in college and I'm in international public relations, and I was told to read Chapter 8 this week of International Public Relations, Negotiating Culture, Identity, and Power. I'm reading, I just opened it up to Chapter 8 about 5 minutes ago. I've been sitting here in awe. Chapter 8 is titled Contested Identities, Shifting Publics in a Globalized World. I'm going to read you what I just read and where I stopped. I think it's the second sentence, maybe the third. Identity may be one of the most contentious words of the new millennium. An internet search produces the following modifiers for identity: corporate, sexual, digital, public, racial, national, brand, and even Christian. A US-based white supremacist group. I'm pissed. So I would just like to say that as a Christian, if you're reading this and you're not a Christian and you're in college, I am not a white supremacist. So can we cancel these authors? Or are we gonna cancel me?
Encouraged me to start a chapter at my high school. Unfortunately, school administrators have not approved the chapter yet. We've tried multiple times, as Peter stated. This year we're gonna try again. Glenbrook North, we're at Glenbrook North, and unfortunately they're not approving it.
Dr. Michael Tarjan, Director of Student Activities, has denied our right of free speech. Email him. We need to start a chapter. We need to spread this movement. And we have to recognize that. We have to continue his movement, and we have to make it even bigger and even stronger. I tried to get Turning Point USA approved at Glenbrook North last year with my friend Nate. They denied us. Wait, you know what club they allow? Students Demand Action. They said our club already exists, but it didn't. It was a news club. That is nowhere near Turning Point. We need to get clubs approved at every high school around the nation. We must continue this fight. The administrators denied the club.
His name?
Dr. Michael Tarjan. Please email him. Who wants his email?
Let's go!
Yeah!
Let's go!
Get your phones ready to write it down so you can send him emails right now.
Yeah!
Everyone ready? MTARJAN at Glenbrook GLENBROOK 225.org. Send him emails. Help us get our club approved. Help us continue Charlie's mission. We must spread this. We cannot let our kids live under Democrat rule. We need capitalism in our country.
And just seeing this type of stuff and thinking about, I think this clip right here, where the kids had to be the ones to be mature in this situation. That's crazy. It'd be one thing if you have adults that are, say, in their early 20s acting a fool, but you have adults that have been through college, they've been through university, they've gotten not just an associate's degree, they've got a bachelor's degree, they've gone on to work in top executive positions, they've gone on to get an MBA, a PhD, advanced degrees that take a lot of study. Advanced degrees, you got to map out what you're going to say. You got to defend what you're going to say. They've gone through the process of doing this. And out of all of that time, it shows you that they can still come out on the other side and can't think critically. Can't get a hold. Let me say it like that. They can't wrap up their feelings. As a person with a PhD, as a person that's a top freaking executive, you can't wrap up and tell a story and give your opinion succinctly and concisely in a manner that isn't tearing somebody down. At that level, you can't. You guys got to be fired. Once again, it's a business decision. You guys have to be fired and fired immediately. And for the people that are on the, and I say this term loosely, on the lower level, quote unquote, y'all got to get out of the company too. What is going to be said? What actions are going to be taken? Once again, what are you talking about? Home Depot. When they came in and said, can we print this? Oh, we're not doing that. We're not going to print no propaganda. Fired. Fired. You're supposed to be doing your job. Fired. Right there. Maybe not on the spot, but the next day, the next couple of days. That's what I'm saying. It affects your bottom line. The mentality, you might have posted something online, but that's not really why you got fired. It's part of the reason. But like I said, you're getting fired because you're going to be making bad decisions. Your bad decisions are going to get in the way of the company. You just exposed to the company. Not only will you make us look bad, you're going to make us lose money. A bottom line, you can keep your mouth shut. Oh, I ain't going to say nothing. But then your actions are going to make us lose money. Because something's going to come across that TV. You're going to hear something on the radio. You're going to be listening to something on that podcast. And you're going to get into work and you're going to do something stupid. You're going to do something that does not make sense. That's what you're about to do. And when somebody says, hey, man, what happened here? Oh, I don't know. Let me double check. Double check nothing. You knew you weren't supposed to be doing that. But because it was in your heart and your mind, you went on ahead and made that decision knowing that the company didn't want you to do that. So you going out here knowing the company ain't going to approve you from, well, what about free speech? You knew, especially being on the clock, you knew they weren't going to have that. And you still made the decision. Bad decision making skill. You still made the decision to post that and look at where it got you. For those adults that's supposed to be matured, supposed to have developed a frontal lobe, I can't feel sorry for you because you knew exactly what you were doing.